Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Studio 2 in Los Angeles. My name is David Parker, and of course, you are watching the greatest wrestling show in the world on a Wednesday night. Of course, it is LAW, and my name, of course, is David Parker, as I've just said, and we are here in the rafters of Studio 2, ready for a great night of action, and we're going to kick things off with a number one contendership match to the 17 pound of gold, and, well, making his way to the ring first, he is Marvelous Monro. Of course, Marvelous Monro made his debut, glorious debut, last week, of course, and now has a chance to get a shot at Johnny Gargano and that 17 pound of gold in the near future, of course, at our next pay-per-view, Hard Justice. What a lovely robe, ladies and gentlemen, you can see, of course. Remember, you can buy those at our merchant table here, of course. $6,000, of course, and a robe, replica robe, of course, because you can't get one like that. It could be yours. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, introducing first from Australia, Buddy Murphy. And of course in LAW, ladies and gentlemen, no losing of the first name, of course. Buddy Murphy, he of course has had his opportunity at the 17 pound of gold before. Can Buddy Murphy get another chance at the 17 pound of gold here tonight? Can he get that number one contendership? Of course, and it's still trying to hear the crowd, of course. Really got some bad hearing problems, has Buddy Murphy, but he'll be hoping that doesn't affect him in this matchup here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, the third person in this contest, he is Tyler Breeze. The man with the selfie stick, the Instagram millionaire, of course, is Tyler Breeze, of course. Just passed 1 million Instagram followers this past week, of course. Always taking Instagram photos, as he's taken one there, of course, with that chiseled chin. Of course, always a hair in place. And Tyler Breeze looking, well, if he can become the number one contender, of course, defeated Buddy Murphy a number of weeks ago. Ready? And there it is! That's the beauty shot. Take another selfie, Mr. Breeze. I tell you what, I'm definitely one of the million who follow him on Instagram. Gotta love his beauty shot. Selfie sticking on. We are having a triple threat action, ladies and gentlemen, to kick things off this week. And lively crowd in here at Studio 2 in Los Angeles, as always, on a Wednesday night. And we're underway as Buddy Murphy goes straight for the Hurricane Rana on Marvelous Monro. Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, thank you for joining us on LAW. Of course, my name is David Parker, and of course, remember that if you love your triple threats, of course, you can get a triple threat of a bucket of Budweiser with your LAW ticket for $14.99 at the bar. As Buddy Murphy now. Oh, there's a nice gut buster. And into the cover early on here for the former number one contender. Remember, not many friends in triple threat matches, ladies and gentlemen. Buddy Murphy working over, of course. Another full house in here tonight at Studio 2, of course. As Tyler Breeze gonna... Oh, there's a backstabber for you. Of course, Tyler Breeze upset Buddy Murphy a few weeks ago with a big victory. As a face plant by the Instagram millionaire. And Murphy coming back, of course. Buddy Murphy, of course. First name allowed here in LAW. Oh, a vicious knee kick. Knee kick? Knee to the head. Same thing, ladies and gentlemen. As, again, looking for the... Oh, big neck breaker. As Marvelous Monro back in, of course. The biggest ever signing, many people have said, in LAW's history. until the next one, of course, which will probably be in the next few weeks. And we'll be seeing how that comes up. Nice up kick by the Marvelous One. And now look at this, up and over the top. And of course, we're proud to announce, ladies and gentlemen, that of course LAW has announced their first partnership with another company. Of course, the 7 Seas Twitch Wrestling, of course. Make sure you do catch them, of course, on their Twitch channel. We're proud to be in partnership with them. Of course, that was announced earlier today on the NSS Twitter. Of course, we thank for them for their continued support, of course. Look out for many new partnerships, apart from EFED that ring the bell, of course. We don't want anything to do with them. Here we go, back inside the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, remember, triple threat for the #1 contendership, about £17 of gold. Still coming in here. Marvelous Monroe on the outside is winning with Tyler Breeze rolling through into the Boston Crab here. Remember, it is elimination, ladies and gentlemen. I must remind you of that. So, the why Marvelous Monroe just let that go. But Buddy Murphy back in with the neck breaker. Buddy Murphy coming back again. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you do like your haircuts in the Los Angeles area, and hopefully you do, make sure you go to your local hairdressers just around the corner, Shortcuts, of course, and ask for about LAW for a 5% discount. Buddy Murphy looking for the first elimination here, into the cover. And a kick out by Tyler Breeze. And Breeze now, oh, wait a minute, look at this. No kick away by Breeze. Knew what was coming with that figure 4 leg lock. And a nice insecurity to the back of the head. Went for the supermodel kick. Got caught though. Murphy catching him with a nice maneuver. And Murphy now turns around. Wait a minute. And a German suplex almost takes off the head of Marvelous Monroe, who comes back with a nice deep arm drag. Of course, we've talked about them lovely robes you can get at our merchandise table here at Studio 2. Of course, $6,000, and that one of them replica robes can be yours. Limited supply, of course. Please do get your. Please do keep that coming in. Big shots. Look at the shots that Murphy with the head scissors takeover. Tyler Breeze coming in trying to take full advantage. Of course, remember, we've got some big news coming up about Hard Justice, ladies and gentlemen. A date has finally been organised. We'll tell you a little bit about that in the show coming up. As Tyler Breeze... Oh, wait a minute! Turned it round into Murphy's Law. And Buddy Murphy has not eliminated Tyler Breeze. I thought he had, but not on this occasion. Into the cover. Wait a minute here. Tyler Breeze with a 1. Of course, if you haven't followed Tyler Breeze on Instagram, what are you not? Why are you not one of the millions, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question. As look at that, the spinning toe hold, 80s maneuver if I've ever seen one, ladies and gentlemen. Marvelous maneuver, built from the 80s, of course. As Tyler Breeze comes and minces with a kick, and here comes Marvelous Monroe again. As Buddy Murphy takes a nice trip to the outside. There's Officer John, of course, the referee. Don't forget Officer John. And look at this. Marvelous Monroe really trying to work over the legs of the Million, and that could do it. That devastating leg maneuver is enough to put away Tyler Breeze. And well, we're down to 2, ladies and gentlemen. Marvelous Monroe going to take a trip to the outside. Oh no, he's playing mind games here with Buddy Murphy. Murphy back inside. Sends him off the ropes, and oh, there's a lovely drop kick. Of course, if you like Australia, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go on some lovely holidays, why not go to Holiday Plus, just round the corner here from Studio 2. Wait a minute, I'll get to that in a second, because this could be all over. Officer John into the cover. Well, of course, not him in the cover, of course, Buddy Murphy in the cover. Yes, if you want to go to short trips, of course, and go to talk about LAW, you can get 2% off your holiday any destination in the world. Don't mind they're all called short cuts, short trips. Especially if you go to Australia, it'll definitely not be a short trip, it'll be a long trip. Oh, wait a minute here. Woo, indeed! It's time for that figure four. And Murphy in all sorts of trouble here. This could be the end of this matchup. Look at that levitating, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Marvellous Monro becomes the #1 contender to the £17 of gold with a huge win here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Marvellous Monro. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a huge win and the new #1 contender to the £17 of gold.
Now that's pizza, coffee, and value and flair.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Studio 2. Mojo Rawley going to take on Titus ONeil in our next contest here on LAW. As Mojo, of course, looking to bounce back from a very mixed start, of course. Titus ONeil, well, the same, of course, as well. And just a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on the official NSS Network fandom page, of course. You can view all our details right there. All you need to go is nssnetwork.fandom.com and click on the LAW picture, and it'll take you into our little mini site, of course. We have our match cards there. Of course, you can see tonight's match card. Please do, to view our match card, please do, if you're watching this on Twitch, of course, please do view our tonight's match card. You can do that right now. As Mojo takes down Titus ONeil. Two big horses, you could say, going here on tonight's matchup. Kick to the dick by Titus ONeil. And look at this, just picking up Mojo, dropping him across the top. Now you're not going to see much technical wrestling, I don't think, in this one, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see a lot of horse fighting, a lot of big shots. As Titus ONeil dropping Mojo Rawley. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to thank our mini sponsors for tonight's episode, of course, which is Studio 2's delightful bar staff, of course. They've helpful to sponsor the mini sponsor of tonight's show. And if you like shots, why not get 4 Jaeger bombs for only $22 at our bar right here in Studio 2. Big shoulder. Look at his big, deep shoulders there by Mojo. He's got really broad shoulders, you could say, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what makes him such a threat inside that wrestling ring. Of course, also, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to get a picture of your favourite LAW superstar, come to our merchandise table. You can get a picture for $10. If you would like a signature, add another $17, and that can be yours from our merchandise stand here at Studio 2. Of course, Big Officer John as the referee. A big boot right to the head, and that could do it into the cover. Just a one. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you're suffering from any type of cold or flu or any type, and you need medicine, why not go to the medic store just around the corner? Of course, the medic store. If you, of course, mention LAW, they'll give you a lollipop to go with your medicine. As Titus ONeil bringing boots to Mojo Rawley. Just being asked by a Twitch chat, does Officer John, with that kick to the dick by Mojo Rawley and a big challenge. Yes, Officer John does sell autographs, of course. You can get a picture of Officer John for $10. If you want an autograph, add 17. Mojo Rawley not trying to endear himself with the Studio 2 crowd here. Look at him working over the arm, the big biceps of Titus ONeil. Big shot again, and now snapmare takeover. Fans here, Studio 2 of course. Always well supportive of the superstars. Just been asked if the medic shop does sell cupcakes. Well, I'm sure if you can ask them, Officer John may need the medical shop. He may need a local medical facility if he keeps taking shots like that. As Snake Eyes into the corner. And a big backbreaker. Look at this. This is the power of Titus ONeil tossing Mojo Rawley over his head. And well, this could be the beginning of the end, you could say, for the former XFL star. Into the cover. No, just a 1. And, Mojo missing it. May have shake the cobwebs a bit. No, there it is. But a rope break, of course. That is a height of the Titus. I'm sure there's another name for it. But that's what I like to call it. And look at these vicious shots here by Titus ONeil, right on the collarbone. Of course, Mojo Rawley was a very famous XFL player. Once scored 4 touchdowns in 2 matches. Unbelievable scenes. Titus ONeil really doing a number here, you could say. And now going to send Mojo Rawley maybe to Suplex City, which is just round the corner, of course, from LAW. Into the cover here. No, 2 count only. We're talking about Suplex City, of course. If you want your wrestling gear, of course, go to Suplex City, mention LAW, and get a 7% discount. Big shot there by Mojo again. Look at this now, coming back into this matchup. Big, vicious shots to the back of Titus ONeil. Crowd on their feet here in Studio 2, of course. And why not? 2 big superstars in the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Mojo looking to maybe finish off. Oh, there's the forearm. That's hype for you, I'm telling you. Titus ONeil, though, was still standing. Good song there by Elton John in the 80s. And, of course, if you like your 80s and 90s, you want to join us on the Thursday of, the last Thursday of every month, of course, for the 80s and 90s night here at Studio 2, of course, held by Tiffany. She loves her razors and she loves her 80s and 90s music as well. There's Mojo and Titus really giving each other a good battering. Yep. Now, we know what we're going to do here. Send him into the corner again. Fans really trying to get on Mojo's back, and it's not really working here. Mojo with a sweaty Titus ONeil on going up to the top. This could be, oh dear, this could be a huge moment in this match. A big back suplex. Titus ONeil folded like an accordion in the middle of the ring. And Titus ONeil, well, if he gets up, he's going to be hit with a bumming, ladies and gentlemen. Titus ONeil just been bummed and bummed again by Mojo Rawley into the cover. A double bumming, and Mojo Rawley picks up the win here tonight at Studio 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Mojo Rawley. Well, a big win for Mojo here tonight. And, oh, look at this. Come on, Mojo. It was a competitive matchup. There's no need for this. Viciously laying the shots down. Officer John, of course, trying to get in the way. As we now have to move on to our next contest here at Studio 2. It's Noam Dar, the Scottish Israel person, versus the Bulgarian Russian person, in Rusev. Dual nationalities, ladies and gentlemen, at its finest. Of course, remember, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here at Studio 2. My name is David Parker, of course, up in the rafters. Not like Sting, of course. I sit in an office and commentate from there because we don't have anything at ringside. Rusev, Alabama Slammer Jammer. That van in that sort of maroon top didn't like that, of course. Of course, Rusev likes to say it's Rusev Day, which is a bit silly as today's Wednesday. Oh, look at that for the big Russian Bulgarian. Now, shot down by Rusev sends. And again, big match John down up. That medical facility will be used earlier. Into the cover. No referee. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8 count. Surely should have won this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Big headbutt by Russian Bear. Bulgarian Brute. Many nicknames Rusev has had, of course. As a nice drop toe hold by Noam Dar. Noam Dar, of course, likes to kiss his wrist, ladies and gentlemen. That's something you didn't know. It was a nice big power slam. And of course, Noam Dar now looking to work over those big tree trunk legs of Rusev. Big fan of Officer John in our chat tonight. Thank you very much for that. Keep that. Of course, hashtag justice for Officer John. As he keeps getting a bit in the way. But it's his fault for getting in the way. You've got to remember that, ladies and gentlemen. A snapmare takeover. Now Rusev with a nice big chin lock. Not chin lock, I meant. Of course, don't let him hear that, of course. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we've still got a few calendars left, of course, of your favourite women and men superstars of LAW. A very discounted rate, of course, if you want your 2020 calendar. Make sure you pop along to the merchandise table. You can get yours now for $6.99. Of course, January's no use to you, and February's almost over. That's halfway through. Because surprisingly, that February actually is Noam Dar. There you go. We are hoping to also get a merchandise page on our fandom page. Do keep an eye out on that, of course. Oh, there it is. The nice face plant by Noam Dar. What month is Officer John on the calendar? Let me just take a look for you. Just talk about yourself. December. Yes, it is December. Thank you very much. Yes, Officer John is on the December. He is half naked, of course. He had to take his referee shirt off for the calendar, of course, just to look like the other superstars. Back inside the ring here, there's Noam Dar working over Rusev. Gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, it's been very cold the last few days here in LA. And of course, if you want to be keeping away from that cold, you want a nice big firm coat, and you can get your coats at Short Coats. Of course, mention LAW for a 6.5% discount. Very nice of Short Coats, of course. As Rusev planting Noam Dar. Oh, big Bulgarian Russian scream there from Rusev. Back inside the ring as Noam Dar gets caught. And, abdominal stretch. Yeah, indeed. I've got a little bit of a cold, yes, you may notice that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sniffing a little bit here tonight. I've been a little bit under the weather. Of course, I went to the local medical shop around the corner, of course. Got a lollipop with my medication. A drop toe hold by Noam Dar. Well, look at this, Noam Dar playing to the crowd here at Studio 2, of course. And of course, Studio 2 brings you the best and bright up-and-coming bands every Tuesday, of course. Join us for live mic sessions each Tuesday night here at Studio 2 as a cover and a kick-out by Rusev. Big shots into the backside of Rusev. And Noam Dar trying to cause a bit of an upset here. Cover. And oh, 2 count, very close. You can see the sort of disappointed crowd, very rowdy crowd here in Studio 2. Well, we love it here, of course. Hopefully they're getting their... hopefully they're enjoying their Bud Light that they get with their tickets, of course. $14.99 for a bucket of 4 Bud Light. Gotta love the rowdy crowd here, of course. The passionate LA crowd, of course. Now, look at this. Oh, playing with his toe. Come on, referee. Surely Officer John can see that his foot is on the rope as he's actually bringing the rope inside the ring. But head scissors takeover by Noam Dar. Of course, remember, still to come, ladies and gentlemen, your main event tonight. Women's tag team contest. The lesbian and the lesser known lesbian. Of course, Sonia Daville and Mandy Rose going to take on their worst enemy, Ember Moon, and her friend Carmella. Into the cover. 2 count by not by Rusev. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you've made your own tweet for LAW, and hopefully I got as many people in to know about LAW as you can. We appreciate all the help you guys do to promote LAW, of course, around the world. Of course, this LA wrestling really taken off here as Mochka kick on the outside. Is this an extreme? Oh, looks like we've got a bit of a falls count anywhere match here, ladies and gentlemen. What I like to see. So what did they do? They go straight back inside the ring. Classic wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have none of that hardcore stuff when you can get it inside the ring. And of course, if you've just joined us, you've missed Marvellous Monroe becoming the new #1 contender to the £17 of gold championship held by Johnny Gargano. Rusev again with those devastating kicks. Now, slowly getting back up. Noam Dar looks out of this. Rusev, could be a little bit fading himself. And that, no, I was going to say, could let Dar back in. Went for the cutter. Of course, Officer John there really looking on intensely. Really getting involved again. Officer John, come on, hard calm here. Stop trying to take all the limelight. Huge shot right to the side of the jaw. Now dragging him away in. No, come on. No, that was a cover. And went for the big spinning heel kick. And Dar, the Scottish Israel superstar, working over. Just when it looked like that, the crowd really intense here tonight, Studio 2, really getting involved. That's what I like to see. And now look out for that short DDT. And Noam Dar. My goodness, how this match very long going here tonight. Some great long matches. Usually only get half an hour per show, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we're going a lot longer. Oh, no, cover on the outside. Looks like it's a false count anywhere match, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I like to see. Big matches. A 24-hour show of Law tonight. No, definitely not 24 hours. We only have a lot of time of under an hour, ladies and gentlemen. NSS Network, of course, very kindly offered us a slot on a Wednesday night, and of course we have up to an hour of wrestling. Of course, might not last an hour. It just depends on the great matches you see here from Studio 2 every Wednesday night on the NSS Network. As Rusev rolls to the outside. Fans standing here loving this action. And Rusev sends, of course, Noam Dar straight back inside again. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to remind you to come to our merchandise table if you do come down to Studio 2. We've got plenty of things for you there. There's a quick cover. 2, no. Now, of course, LAW bringing you the best action, of course, each and every week. I wonder, you never know who's going to show up in LAW. Of course, we've got Marvelous Monroe. What an acquisition. Biggest signing, you would think, is already seen him in action. Of course, we've got some great superstars. Of course, the $1 million champion, Trent Seven's going to be in action very shortly, of course. Noam Dar. Look at these kicks, and Rusev not having any of that, sends him back inside. This match has been going on a run. Oh, but no! Officer John! Not again! Poor Officer John taking another hit here tonight. He took more hits than somebody who likes a bong, ladies and gentlemen. Is it into the cover? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 7 count. But referee Officer John, of course, not being able to get that back up now after fixing his pants. Back and forth action. Now, Rusev again back up. You gotta see, ladies and gentlemen, this match has taken as much time as usually most of our shows. Rusev just staring intensely down at Noam Dar. Maybe trying to get some of that stamina back, of course, after... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what a clubbing shot there by Noam Dar, right to the back of the head. Could that be enough? And yes, it is! Noam Dar picks up a huge win here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Noam Dar. The man that loves to kiss his wrist, ladies and gentlemen, picks up a huge win. You've got to tell you one thing, that is a big win for the Scottish Israel superstar. And, well, where will this lead to Noam Dar going here in LAW? Big win. Maybe we could see an English versus Scottish match-off between him and Trent Seven.
Boom. Explode energy drink. Animal sa lakas. Todo sa sarap. Sarap pare.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Studio 2. Trent Seven, the $1 million champion in non-title action, going to take on Shelton Benjamin here in LAW. Great night of action so far. And we thank you very much for tuning in. Of course, we hope that you will be sticking around for tonight's main event, of course, which is the lesbian and the lesser-known lesbian, Sonya Daville and Mandy Rose, taking on their arch-enemy, the Scottish werewolf, Ember Moon, and, of course, her friend, Carmella. Of course, we'd just like to remind you of some breaking news that happened today, ladies and gentlemen, and that is LAW entered into their first partnership, of course. We've partnership with 7 Seas Twitch Wrestling. Breaking news, of course. No details have really been released, but of course, big news from our management, of course. Was released on Twitter on both Twitters, of course, from both companies. I'm sure more details will come out in the coming weeks. Thank you so much. Of course, and keep an eye out for more exciting partnerships coming your way from LAW. Of course, apart from that, we don't like to ring the bell because they suck. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, back to wrestling here as Trent Seven, of course. Look at those shots, my goodness. And now he thinks he's a brother. Brother. Of course, he has a mustache mountain. You've got to see that. Oh, roll through! Oh my goodness, dropping Shelton Benjamin on his face. Oh dear, you could hear that. Right, dropping him on the, I'll say guardrail, ladies and gentlemen, but that's steel. Right to the face, and Benjamin coming back here. And wait a minute, and hardest part of the ring there. We could have a count out here, you know. Somebody asking if we don't like ring the bell, how does the match start? We hit it. We're not a pussy, and we don't fuck over friends. Big shot there by Shelton Benjamin on the $1 Million Champion. 4 shots again. Now look at this, sending Trent Seven in. Oh, nice catch there. Oh, kicked him right in the thigh, really near the penis area, and that roll through again. My goodness. And now Benjamin, wait a minute, look out. Trent Seven picks him up and drops him with the power bomb. Trent Seven, a very hard-hitting individual, of course, the style, British strong style. Shelton Benjamin, of course, a all-American wrestler, of course. Division 1 champion, whatever that means, of course. Didn't get to the championship, apparently. Nice deal by Trent Seven. Now, the $1 Million Champion in complete control. Moving over into the cover, hook of the leg. And Benjamin kicks out at 1. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you like your LAW Superstars, you want a photo of the LAW Superstars, come to our merchandise table. $10 for a photo. If you want a signature, add 17. We'll get it in supply, of course. As Trent Seven, hangs on. And just punched to the floor. Dear me. And now Shelton Benjamin playing to the crowd here. 1! Yes, he's counting along with the referee with the counts. And nice backbreaker there. Shelton Benjamin, if he could beat Trent Seven, could be in line for a $1 Million shot, of course. As working over the $1 Million Champion here. Kick into the dick, yeah. And float over. Spinning! Spinning neck breaker. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some news. I don't know, I do apologise. There's some rumours going on that Officer John will be making his in-ring debut next week. That is not true. He isn't a professional wrestler. We also like to advise everyone, please don't try this at home unless you're a professional. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to a count out. Yes, there it is. And, well, look at that lovely barrier blocking the view, ladies and gentlemen. You can only see that if you're in the LAW area. And next show, ladies and gentlemen, Mojo Rawley is going to take on Noam Dar in singles action. Make sure you join us for that. And that is announced. We'll see who comes out on top in that one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Next contest here. Mike Canales going to take on the Hugger Hightower, of course. In action, Mike Canales, of course, loves his wife. And, of course, Hightower loves hugs. So there we go. Big shot. Oh, look at this. Mike Canales with that big boot into the big stomach of Hightower. Kick into the midsection. And look at this. Big shots again by Mike Canales. Oh, rolling shot. No. Hightower did not like that. You do not strike the hugger. He may give hugs, but you do not want to anger the big man. You can see Hightower, 320 pounds. Mike Canales, a very lean, 200 pounds. So very close. As I say, you don't want to anger the big man here tonight. Nice backbreaker, of course. Of course, Hightower, one of the originals of LAW. Of course, if you want to see the original series of LAW, which was made in 2016, you can get it now on VHS for equal payments of $25.99 without just a cover here. There we go. $29.99, 4 payments of $29.99, and shipping and packaging of $30. And you can get the full series, all series of matches from the original of LAW. Of course, we're classing this as Season 1 of LAW. Wait a minute, nice roll through there by Hightower. And of course, we've just got to thank, of course, the mini sponsors tonight. Of course, the bar staff here at LAW who have sponsored tonight's show, mini sponsors of tonight's show. Of course, you can get 4 shots of your choice for $25. Into the cover here by Hightower. No hugging, but no looking for the victory. Not going to get it on this occasion. Scoop and oh, he did the deal. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A big deal there by Hightower, but not going to get anywhere on this occasion. Of course, Mike Canales just celebrated the birth of his second child. Congratulations, of course, to the Canaleses. We might see his lovely wife here one day. Who knows? As Hightower with a big suplex. And again the cover here. Here he goes. Can we get the win? No, we can't. Of course, if you love headbands like Hightower's headband, you can get it on a merchandise table, $7.99. Oh, wait a minute, here we go! There it is! The Hugplex! All hugs around. Oh no! Canales kicks at it too. Well, the Hugplex almost done. But I've got to tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Canales fighting deep in this one as a deal! A big deal. There it is! Look at the fans get right on Hightower. They love Hightower. And well, I've got to tell you one thing. Look at this big shot into the chest. Hightower not going to be deterred here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight at Studio 2. And oh, look at this, looking for a submission. No, but the referee, Officer John, right on there, going to lay down the law. Pardon the pun. Can I get a drink? Thank you. Oh, look at this. Canales. 10 big shots into the turnbuckle. Could we have a bit of an upset here? No, just a 1. Huge shot by Canales again. Thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for the drink. Now into the turnbuckle. Oh, but nice jaw jacker back. Canales fighting for his family here. And look at them hard shots. But back again comes Hightower. Hightower just keeps coming back here. Wait a minute. Oh, a huge elbow. Trying to take that bottom rope with him as well, you can see. Oh, he has him by the dick. And throws him with a suplex. Could that be enough? Yes, it is! Hightower picks up the win here tonight. And well, what a win for the hugger. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Hightower! Well, the hugger gets the win tonight here at Studio 2. A big win for Hightower. Fans loving this win here tonight for the LAW original. Disco ball and all, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, the famous Studio 2 disco ball. And, well, Hightower picking up the win. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, our next pay-per-view, Hard Justice, is in 3 shows. So 3 weeks from tonight, you will see Hard Justice. Make sure you join us here from Studio 2 for the next pay-per-view. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event of the evening. Making their way to the ring, the lesser-known lesbian and the lesbian, of course, Mandy Rose and Sonya Daville. It's lesbian action, ladies and gentlemen, here in our main event. It's Mandy. Can we have some love for those the lesbian and the lesser known lesbian in our chat here tonight? Of course, these two, of course, have had really taken out this person. Of course, their opponents. Introducing first the Scottish werewolf, Ember Moon. Ember Moon, of course, who was meant to be in action last week before being taken out by the lesbian. Not taken out on a date, of course. I meant taken out backstage. A vicious attack. And here comes her tag team partner, ladies and gentlemen. It is Carmella. The girl from Staten Island, of course, who likes to be fabulous, and why not? There's plenty of kisses around here tonight from Carmella. Are you ready for a big main event, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. So it's going to be Mandy and Ember Moon. And Ember Moon, of course, going straight after Mandy. After, of course, after what happened last week. Super kick by Ember Moon. The Scottish werewolf, of course. From the darkest highlands of Scotland. Into the cover. This one might not even last very long here. Into the cover, no. Just a one. Of course, Officer John. Big news, of course, coming out from our Twitch. Carmella used to be a kissogram in her spare time before coming to LAW. I've got to tell you one thing. That definitely does play into that. Nope, went for the cover. Not going to get it on this occasion. Of course, Mandy, of course, the lesser known lesbian. DDT. Planting Ember Moon. And of course, we'd like to thank 2K for being a complete bunch of arseholes when it comes to women's tag matches, because it bloody crashes the game every fucking time I try and edit it. So thank you very much, 2K, for being cunts. Here comes the more known lesbian, Sonia Daville, and Carmella completely missing that drop kick, of course, in the ring. And, big shot there by the of course, the known lesbian, Sonya Daville. Now look at this, shots across with a forearm. Are we having problems with our transmission here, ladies and gentlemen? I think we're having a few problems. We do apologise. Hopefully it's not spoiling your entertainment. We are working hard to look at the gremlins. No, we seem to be fine there. If it is spoiling your night, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologise. Of course, Studio 2 does Wi-Fi. Wait a minute, Mandy Rose is back in. The lesser known lesbian. There's going through here. LAW. We are trying to start an LAW podcast. We're just looking for people to help us make it. Unfortunately, we've got to find the right people to be on the podcast. Takedown by the lesser. I'm sorry, that is the lesbian. Sorry. And now she's going to go back over and tag out. Oh my God, they are tagging properly now. Wow, at least they've improved something in this game. To the lesser known lesbian, Mandy. DDT. If you would like to help with the LAW podcast, please do send us a private message on our Twitter, of course, and we'll be more than happy to see if we can get you on the LAW podcast, and we can probably start one as soon as possible, really. We'll talk about all subjects LAW, of course, the great wrestling company on a Wednesday night here on Twitch. Big suplex by the lesser known lesbian. And, well, my God, these two are tagging. Really, something has happened in this game, because I have never seen this amount of tags in one tag match before. Up and over by the Scottish werewolf. I'm just looking on. Yes, of course. Thank you, Twitch. Of course, a big trending. LAW trending on Twitter, of course. Justice for Officer John is the cone of silence attempted Of course, that's Carmella's finishing move. Ember Moon trying to help her friend there. Justice, yes, hashtag justice for Officer John trending worldwide on Twitter. We thank you your continuing support. Of course, that is the lesbian Sonya Daville. Of course, this is, I think, Sonya Daville's in-ring debut. Of course, we've seen her at ringside for Mandy Rose, of course, but never in the ring. And look at this, big shots. And we'll look at this. Look at Ember Moon. Look how quick Ember Moon is. The Scottish werewolf doing all the good moves here. But no, turned around. Oh no, hangs on. And now just dumped to the outside. Oh, there's a tag. Another tag. Now back to the lesser known lesbian Mandy. And look at Mandy dancing, of course. Crowd on their feet. Why not? As Sonya Deville continues to work over Ember Moon on the far side. Oh, into those steel steps. Gotta tell you, she may be a lesser known lesbian, but she is very vicious on that outside. And again into the steel steps. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, if you love steel steps, you can go to your local steel steps provider and mention LAW for a free shot into the steel steps. We're up to a 6 count here. Mandy Rose going to go back inside. And look at that. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was a view and a half. Back inside. Going to restart the count. Officer John again, back to 0. Look at the power of the lesser known lesbian. Wow! Dropping the Scottish werewolf square on her face. But here comes Ember Moon back again, sending Mandy across. This is bringing insecurity to the back of Mandy Rose. We haven't even seen Carmella in this match. Oh, into the steel steps. This could be looking the beginning of the end for one of these two teams here. Big neck breaker by Mandy Rose. 9. Wait a minute. Mandy, going to get back inside the ring? Yes, she is, just in the count. And there it is. The lesbian and the lesser known lesbian pick up the win. Ladies and gentlemen, winners of this contest, Sonya Daville and Mandy Rose. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. What a picture to end this week's episode of LAW. The lesbian and the lesser known lesbian pick up the win. And ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. My name is David Parker. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, please do like, share and subscribe on YouTube. We desperately need more views and comments. And of course, do follow all our social media. Till next Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching LAW. And we'll see you next week for episode 10.